Family, what's going on? You already know we back at it with another video, baby. Every day, we trying to raise our elevations. We fighting them old habits. We're not looking in the past. We're constantly looking in the future and creating the person we want to be each and every single day so that we can provide massive value to the world, create as much impact as possible, live in our highest being, and reach our fullest God-given potential. And one thing that I do want to touch upon today, right, is it's more geared towards men, right? Men have to understand that within the world, it's not enough to be just, a nice guy, or I wouldn't necessarily say a good man. Because one thing about it, you got to be dangerous. Men have to be dangerous. You have to be capable of doing harm if need be, to protect your family and to protect what you believe in. It's not enough to just be, passive. Men are not passive. If you go back, hundreds of years, we live in a different time, right? Where it's a lot of peace going on, especially in America. It's not as much as they portray in the news. If you're constantly watching the news, that's all you're going to think of. But times are a lot more peaceful than they were back then. We live in a different time, in a different society with, technology, and we kind of have everything at our own fingertips, right? But back in the day, men had to fight. They had to fight to survive, fight to live. And not just other men, they had to fight, animals, the wilderness, they didn't always have shelter, running water, diseases, a lack of medicine. It's a lot of things men had to fight. Men had to be dangerous and prepared and ready to, stand up for what they believe in and what they're looking to protect each and every single day. Like I said, we live in different times now. Men have to be dangerous. You have to be capable of going out there and fighting if you need to fight. Now, when I say dangerous, that's not saying go out there and just cause destruction for no reason. Dangerous is simply being capable of causing destruction or causing harm when need be, right? If you have a family, you already know, somebody tries to come and harm your family, you need to be capable of fighting off that the predator or whoever it is that's trying to harm your family. That's not saying go out there and cause destruction all the time. You just need to be capable. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. Plain and simple, And honestly, it's a good man. A good man is really dangerous. Not a nice guy. We don't care about nice guys. Nice guys are just they're passive and they're very what is the word for it? They essentially they're passive aggressive. That's what it is. They're passive in nature and passive aggressive. They're not willing to confront no one because they're scared and they don't have those capabilities of fighting anybody else off. So guess what they do? They grunt, they go and they make noises and they try to portray their emotions and moods onto you so that you can realize that whatever you're doing or whatever another person's doing is not okay in their mind, but they're not willing to get outside of themselves and confront that person that whatever they're doing is wrong. Why? Because they're scary. Nice guys are scary. They're not actually nice guys. Don't ever believe that. There's really no such thing as a nice guy, right? It's good men. Good men are dangerous. Good men know, they have values and morals, and they know, who to protect and what to protect, and that generally comes down to women and children, right? But they know when it's time to go to war and go to battle, and there's dangerous men that really I'm sorry, I'm not gonna take that back. Not even dangerous men, evil men. Evil men that only want to do, harm and destruction and aren't living right. They're willing to fight that man. They can fight that man. They're capable of fighting that man. That is what a good man is. A good man is dangerous. A good man knows, stands for something, and he protects his family and his children and provides for them. But when it's time for war and battle, he goes off and he handles business. That is a dangerous and that is a good man. Every man should be dangerous. Plain and simple. If every man really practiced that, I'm pretty sure a lot of the crime and a lot of things that, a lot of evil men do, they wouldn't do it. Because it's really about being held accountable. If I know, 100 to 1, right? If I'm not even gonna put myself in that position. Let's say there's hypothetically, an evil man, right? But there's 100, there's 98 other and only one good dangerous man, right? 98 other nice guys, one evil man and then one good man. He's more than likely going to go out and still cause destruction. The evil man's going to cause destruction because it's 98. It's 98 other men that ain't going to do anything. But flip those roles and you say it's 98 dangerous good men compared to one evil man, and then one nice guy. He's not trying that. He's not trying that. In his mind, he's not trying that. People are not stupid. People are not dumb. When people look at others, they size them up and line them up, especially men. Men look at other men and go, can I, if it really came to that, would I be able to, harm this man if I need it? Men ain't dumb. You got like I'll probably say less than 1/20th of a second, when people see you, they judge you off rip. They know. Somebody that's 6'9" walks in, big and muscular, most people get afraid. They get afraid of that person. Now, for the most part, you should judge a book by its cover, but it ain't always what it seems. I can tell you that right now. But, somebody that's 6'9", man, solid frame, muscle, walks in the building, most guys aren't going, oh yeah, he's somebody that we shouldn't even worry about. The guy obviously looks menacing, all right? The guy obviously looks menacing. But, somebody walks in, the guy's 5'7", fat and out of shape, nobody's budging an eye at him. Plain and simple. That's just the reality of the world that we live in. But men need to be dangerous. Men should be dangerous. Plain and simple. Not to say go out there and cause destruction, but it's just being capable of causing destruction to, the evil forces that are trying to harm whatever you believe in standing. Plain and simple. Every man should be dangerous. It's nothing that you can say to change that. That's what good men are, though. Good men are dangerous. They can protect and defend what they believe in, right? But they also know when to fight and when not to fight, and when to kill a situation and when to ag on a situation. Plain and simple. It's not always about them going out there and causing violence. That's really a last resort. Violence is a last resort. It should always be peace first. But if those, the evil folks that don't want to, they don't want to have peace, well, it must be war then. Plain and simple. Like every man should, be ready for that. You should want to go to war to defend your honor, your pride, your legacy, the women and the children, that you have at the house, your family. Even if they're not your women and children, not your women and children, just others in general, other women and children. You should just intrinsically have that within your nature. Men men used to love going to war because it was something about it. It was pride. You were fighting for something. That's meaning. Life has meaning, and it really is only the meaning that you give it. Back in the day, men, were lining up to go lining up to go to war. I'm sorry, lining up to go to war, to go out overseas. Right? They had families at the house, but they knew they were fighting, for something more, and that's what it's always ever about. Fighting for something more. That's why men should be in the tip-top shape of their life. Lifting weights. You don't even necessarily have to, be practicing boxing or fighting, even though it does help. But you should at least be in, peak physical shape, lifting weights, working out, and for the most part, trying to eat healthy, because you can't outwork, an unhealthy diet, plain and simple. But, working out, doing something to be dangerous, at least look menacing. I mean, you're just walking around, pudgy and soft. No one's going to sit here and take you serious. Plain and simple. So men need to be dangerous. Like I said, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than it is a gardener in a war. So I'm telling you, the time is it may come. It may never come. God forbid that it does come, right? I don't hope that anybody has to get into, a crazy situation where they have to harm somebody, or take somebody's life in a sense where, I don't think most people want to have to do that. But, there may come a time where you need to be, war ready, and you should be prepared. You should be prepared. Not only does working out benefit you health-wise, it makes you more of a capable person. It makes you look better. Like, how could you not want to look better? Right? And if you don't know how to work out, go find somebody that does. Just go literally go to any gym, look for the person that's in the most shape, and go up to them and ask them. Plain and simple, get over yourself. Fear is not real. It's a concept. It's a man-made concept. It's used to stop you from achieving your goals and dreams. It's the devil's superpower. Plain and simple. But every man should be capable, of being dangerous and causing harm to protect what they believe in and what they stand for. Plain and simple. There's no other way around that. No other way around that. But that's just kind of the topic of the day. I need men to be dangerous, to be willing to go to war. Because, a lot of times, I don't believe I can go to war, with a lot of men. You can't. Because they're just not capable. They're given to, these negative habits. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm perfect, but I'm trying my best each and every day to get rid of those habits so I can be war ready. So I can be the man I need to be for my family, my legacy, and the person that I envision each and every single day. And that person that I envision every day is dangerous. He is dangerous. He is capable of doing what it takes, to protect his family and to provide. Plain and simple. I'm not saying, and that's within the confines and the means of my morals, my values, and my ethics. Plain and simple. But every man needs to be dangerous. You need to be capable of defending your family and going out there and doing what you need to do. So I love you guys. Continue to work on yourself each and every single day. Every day you wake up, you should be envisioning the person that you want to become, working on that person daily, going out there providing massive value to the world, living in your highest being, and reaching your fullest God-given potential. That's what it's about. That's what it will always ever be about. You give life a meaning. Life doesn't give you meaning. You give life a meaning. So go out there and live in your purpose and give your life a meaning, guys. Stay relentless. This is a Lion Spirit lifestyle. As you already know, we're working on ourselves each and every single day. Each and every single day, we get into it. I love you guys. Until the next video, y'all stay safe. Wait, I'm sorry. Y'all stay dangerous. That sounds a lot better, right?